Yeah, look, every day that they see me, they like, what's up, dude? I tell them not much, but we know it's not true. Got a to-do list that every day I gotta run through. I don't want to small talk, better let it work talk for me, go. I don't tell nobody about my secrets. Keep it to myself, cause nowadays they wanna leak it. I don't even share it with my family as of recent. Not cause I don't trust them, I would rather let them see it for themselves. I got insecurities, I don't wear them on my sleeve, so you know I gotta keep them on the shelf. Like awards I don't have yet. And every second that I wasted talking about it is a second I can't have back. Look, I don't wanna tell them everything I'm gonna do. I would rather show them everything that I achieved. I don't want to tell them that I got it with no proof. I would rather show them the receipts. I find it funny how they say you gotta talk less and do more. When I rap, I talk more and do less. Already had a blue check before I made the music, and now I'm making verified hits every stew session. Go, I got ways to go, I know I never stop. Opportunities are coming to me, I'ma let them knock. Open up the door and let them in, how could I ever not? Better pop off any second, head spinning like a helicopter. Let it breathe, then I'm back in it. You can give me any beat and I'm attacking it. 400 at bat, what I'm averaging. 4 clubs on the cap, the establishment. At the show when the crowd get loud to it. Lyrics stay slick, but it still gotta bounce to it. First round pick, if they ever get around to it. First round KO, I don't got around to it. I don't wanna tell them everything I'm gonna do.
What?
I would rather show them everything that I achieve. I don't wanna tell them that I got it with no proof. I would rather show them the receipts.
The receipts? I don't
What up,
wanna
Nick
tell
D?
them how much money I'ma blow. I would rather show them when I pull up in that beat. I don't wanna tell them not to fuck with the go. I would
1,
rather
2,
pull
3 to
up
the left, 4, 5, 6 to the right.
Taking these cats fighting my place like every week. Quit playing for aiming, it's playing at your teeth. Big famous, they can't play with this human, I'm elite. What I'm saying is you my pet in this game, that was your least. Big bang on my pen, staying on jet flame. Feel the pain whenever I start taking the beat. Get paid for a quick 8 was just laid. Man, I ate so many verses, I think it's standing on my teeth. Hold on, let me check that. Got a mask for where's legs at? Best rap, got him pressed back. What you say? Yeah, Maddie beats, lesson kind of pig, go get your neck snap. Yeah.
I don't want to tell them everything I'm gonna do. I would rather show them everything that I achieved. I don't want to tell them that I got it with no proof. I would rather show them the receipts.
All right, so the ones that I just did right there, they are the ones for this break. What I'm going to do here, just for transparency and everything like that, I promise you these guys, the last 3 of the case, we're going to stay for a PYT, even if we're not doing it as a standalone. We're going to do them for mixers. I'm just going to write PYT on these boxes. Just so I know, these were saved from the first case for PYT. I just like to be straight up honest with you guys, let you guys know, where these boxes are coming from as much as possible. I try to do the full cases of PYT. We were, like I said before, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but we did 1 mini in round 1, 2 minis round 2, 3 in round 3 for the sake of filling and enjoying breaks. And again, I'm not complaining. You guys are rocking it. We're having fun on release day. You guys I love it. We're giving away paper footballs, all that. But I want to try to be as efficient as possible with putting the breaks together that I know we want to do. Plus, there's a new other product out today, Select Draft Picks. We have that in here. We still have some certified. So I'll probably be doing a little mix between maybe 2 boxes. I don't know. I'm going to put it together after this. You did, Zach. You did. So these are marked for PYT. So if anyone asks, you guys saw me do it. If they're like, hey, why does it say PYT on there? That's why. It was from case 1. I don't want to get them mixed up. In the event that I want to run a random, I will put a separate box of black in there that's not from that case. So I wanted you guys to see it. Like, oh, he grabbed the box mat. Just accountability. That's all. Y'all ready to do this? Let's do it. Round 3. Let's get it. I was waiting for you to say something, Zach. I thought you'd have some, like, multiverse comment in the thread for it, but that's all right. Congrats, dude. And Mitchell hitting the Titans. Nate hitting the Texans in those minis. Here we go. Good luck to everybody. Daniel Jones with the burst, starburst, I think they call that. Something to that extent. Out of 25. You can hate him all you want, but he's improving. He's that, chunk of clay that Brian Dable is going to continue to mold into a masterpiece, so they say. He did it for Allen. He's going to do it for Jones. A little bit of a late start on Jones, but hey, listen. Some of these QBs take time to develop. And rookie for the Lions, Jameson Williams. Is that his PC? I wondered if that's why he got in. That is pretty cool. All right. Our first hit is going to be a Trey McBride out of 99 going to the Arizona Cardinals. Again, just to repeat, at the end of this break, we will do our two $5 hit list credits. We will do a paper football, and we're going to do second half season fantasy spot. All right. And on top of that, you are eligible for week 8 FanDuel and the Pick'em prizes if we can ever get the right numbers. Channing Tindall, 10 out of 10. Some of these are new parallels. This is like a bubble parallel. I don't know. Channing Tatum, just kidding. Channing Tindall. Going to Miami for the Dolphins. That is going to be Chris Miller. Hey! What up, Brooks? How about a Ritter out of 99? It's been an Atlanta case. I'll tell you that. We'll mag this up for you. Out of 99, Desmond Ritter. Dude, that's sharp. Did you have him when the Vic hit? Atlanta been hot in this case. Yeah, that works. 100 point. There we go. Ritter. We had a Willis too. That isn't what I said when you asked about the Jones shirt. Wait. Remind me, Chris. Ops. Sorry, Chris. I don't remember Ops. Ryan, I've had a... What up, Ryan? Ryan, the dude I talked about, AT. I'll be honest, Ryan. I've had some issues with it. I've had to have guys out here three times. But I think it's good now. Apparently, they didn't know it when the first 2 times they came out. Why my alarm kept going off in the middle of the night and batteries kept dying. But there was a recall, and they kept... I have like $120 in the batteries, all because there was a recall. I should have probably saved the batteries and not thrown them out since they're expensive. But other than that, awesome, man. It's been good. It's a peace of mind more than anything else. Well, of course I'm not going to like a shirt with Jones doing something to Allen. He ain't his daddy or anything. All right, box number 2, hot with the... Oh, wait, let's check on the poll. I'm going to end it quick. Vikings, you guys are going against the points on some of these. Vikings giving up 3.5 to the Cards. Second week with Hopkins back. I don't know how to feel about that one. I don't know where I'm going on that one yet. I'm sure I did my pick'em picks already against the spread, but I'm not sure what I picked on that one. All right, we have week 8 pick'em. The next one's going to be... I have to look up the odds. It is going to be the Raiders and the Saints. Could be an interesting game. Let me see what the odds are. You got Arizona winning that one straight up? Let me pull this one up. Where is it? Raiders are -1.5 against the Saints. I like that line all day long. I'm also going to get this New England one. Let me get the Patriots spread up. We don't know who the quarterbacks. Patriots only -1.5. That is my... Actually, Patriots -1.5. Am I reading that right? Against the Jets. Lock of the week. Lock me in with the Jets +1.5, please. Let's get this other one up first. Raiders -1.5 against the... Who did we say they were against? The Saints. Could be good. Yeah, I'm not, like, I said that earlier in a thread this week, Scott. I'm not, if I had to pick a team who I think takes the division down, this is no disrespect to the way the Seahawks are playing, because they have done wondrous things, like the kind of like the Giants in a way. People did not expect them to do much, and they continue to win. And aren't those 2 teams playing this week? Giants in Seattle. Dude, that to me is like kind of one of those low-key matchups of the week, right? Battle of the underdogs that have upset everyone and continue to do it. But I just think if I had to pick a team right now based on odds, I mean, you're getting better odds with Arizona being in last place right now. I have to go with Arizona. I feel like they're going to get right at the right time. I honestly think Rams could finish. This is crazy, but the Rams could go last in that division with Cooper Kupp. Like, it depends. It depends if McVay can get it together or not. 2 interceptions for Seattle's defense this week. You don't like Danny Dimes. We'll see. We'll see if Danny Dimes comes to play. All right, we got T. Higgins out of 75. Sorry, got to get some more sleeves here. T. Higgins out of 75 going to the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. Who? Mac Jones. Guys, I mean, did you see the story on Mac Jones' ball possibly hit the Skycam cable that caused the interception, or that may have caused the interception that made him get pulled? I mean, it depends, Scott. It depends how you feel about the Packers. You know, it depends how you feel about certain teams. But you're right. I mean, the same thing could be said about the Eagles. The same thing could really be said about the Bills outside of the Chiefs. I mean, they lost to the Dolphins. There's just, the top 10 doesn't have the weight it used to. It's really just a scrappy league this year. You got to just win games. Packers do suck this year. A lot of teams do. I mean, if you really want to get down to it, the only teams I'm feeling confident to say, hey, this team looks solid, are really the Chiefs, Bills, and Eagles. I'm not saying there aren't other really good teams out there, but when you look at dominance, like the Titans suck this year, the Rams suck this year, the Packers suck this year, the Cowboys, they pulled it out, right? But with you know, I don't know. I'm not doing that. I'm saying gritty wins are gritty wins. Drake London, I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you about an article I read. There was a picture of it. I'm just sharing information, man. Scott, Packers do suck this year. If you heard my first break, it was funny because on Good Morning Football today, Kyle Brandt was like, Aaron Rodgers is just tactically and intelligently screaming, we suck. He's like, maybe play the backups, make the offense more simple. He's just essentially saying with more tact, we suck. So I agree with you. The Packers suck this year. But like, if the Bills don't pull out that Chiefs win, do the Bills suck? Possibly, because we lost to the Dolphins and we couldn't beat the Chiefs. So are the Bills not a top 10 team? You know what I mean? Like there's that. So, you know, if we don't come back win, we're having a different conversation about the league. Jalen Tolbert for the Cowboys, Dallas going out to Jeffrey Guffey. It's just, I've never seen, Scott, in the history of my recollection, within my recollection, I've never seen so much parity in the league. And I think it's hard to take in at first, but it's actually starting to get a little more fun. When you start to get further in the season, you're like, wait, the Raiders only have how many wins, but they could still do it, you know? Some of these 2-3 win teams are far from out of it yet. They just have to turn it around. What the fudge? It's daytime. Back-to-back Tolbert. Someone was just saying, are there any Cowboys in this? I guess they put them all in this box. Coalition has not been great in this, which is another reason why we decided to go ahead and put the last 3 in mixers. Is a standalone? I just don't know. The Coalition's not great. This is the box alone. Jeff likes it. I know you have no problem with it, Jeff, right? Last box. Let's get one more in here. You guys got the Raiders minus 1.5. I agree with that wholeheartedly. I feel very good about that pick. Raiders minus 1.5. Let's see. You got New England minus 1.5 against the Jets. We're gonna get one more in here. I like getting the pick'ems in earlier this week. Pick them, and you got Pats are the away team minus 1.5 against the Jets. Jets getting 1.5 in this. It's crazy. I want to go back to what we were talking about a minute ago. Would the Dolphins record be? It's hard to say. What if? There's a lot of ifs and buts, right? What's it? If ifs and buts were candies and nuts. What's that? Scott probably knows that one. Scott, you had a little phrase earlier. You know the ifs and buts were candies and nuts. But like Zach, we could say this: if the Bills weren't missing 6 starters on defense and they play the Dolphins, would they have lost to the Dolphins? You know, like I don't like to do that because there's the NFL is like an if league. If then. You can't do that. So out of 75, David Bell. I agree, Scott. The Bengals, like, look at them last week. A completely different team. David Bell out of 75. The fact of the matter is, Zach, is that you have to stay healthy. You have to be smart with your personnel. You have to have a deep roster. It's so much more about, roster construction and, usage. Some of these guys, they overuse their running backs. They overuse their wide receivers. They put their quarterback. I worry about the Bills putting Josh Allen at risk. That is a fear every week. Can we go out there and dominate the Packers? Sure. My biggest fear is that we try to do too much with Josh Allen. He gets hurt in a game like that, and we not only lose him but lose the game. It gets crazy. Easy E, not numbered base. Nick, you better Belichick. Pats win. This feels like a trap line. The Jets are playing just outstanding football, and you're going to give them 1.5 against Belichick away? I don't know. Trayvon Walker for the Jags at a 150. Nick, I'm with you. It's necessary at times. I mean, he's won games with his legs. Last week, that play he did the hurdle was vital. It wasn't like it was like, oh, I just want to look fancy and look good and look athletic and be that superstar, that caped crusader. It was necessary to get that play. So, I mean, he's doing it when he has to. The problem is, and here's my prediction, we go get a running back to save his ass. Because it's not that I don't like Devin Singletary. I think he can get it done. We need someone better, though. I mean, I don't know if it's usage with him, if they don't trust him. He does well when he's used, but they're not using him enough for sure. We got one for the Cardinals here out of 149. Trey McBride off the mini spot. It sounds like Hunt might be headed to Buffalo. Scott, the biggest thing is I don't understand Belichick's like in and out with the quarterbacks. It'd be better if he's pulling in and out, like taking turns based on, make them compete. But he's like, oh, one interception, you're out. You can have 3, zappy. Did we get an extra hit? We may have an extra hit here. Danny Gray out of 149. It looks like they slid us an extra hit. All right, we'll take it. I'm not complaining about it. Let me get another pack of 75 points here. So I think we got an extra hit here because we got the Trayvon Walker. That was our auto, but we got our 2 base. All right, we got an extra auto here. I mean, for the name, I'm glad they did it. It drove me crazy too, Nick. I was like, I don't get it. Listen, he looked genius at first. Zappy came in, but even the commentators were like, well, who was it that caught the ball and scored the touchdown? Like, well, that ball could have been thrown better, but he got a touchdown and he's lighting the world on fire. And then he came back to reality. And it looks like we're going to have an Isaiah Spiller out of 99 for the Chargers. Zach McCarthy on the mini spot, 2 color out of 99. So out of the case, not bad. We got 2 of the top quarterbacks. We got Ritter. Oh, and we're not done yet. We have 3 more boxes. So we have a Ritter. We have a Willis. We had the Vic. But the collation could absolutely be better in this. They have done a poor job at loading teams up on this, but we'll have this. All right, let's recap. Let's give away 2 paper footballs. Let's give away a paper football, 2 hitless credits, and the fantasy spot. Here we go. We had the Easy E, David Bell out of 75, Mac Jones, Higgins out of 75. Love the parallel. Jamison Williams and Danny Dimes Starburst out of 25. For our hits, we had Trayvon Walker going out to them Jags, first pick of the draft. Jacksonville Jaguars going out to Mr. McCarthy. We had the Drake London on the track. Atlanta Falcons. Brooks Fit was not done yet. We had the Trey McBride for the Arizona Cardinals going out to Zach McCarthy. We had the Danny Gray for the San Francisco 49ers. Second of the case. Ricky getting another one there. I think he got his RPA too. For the Arizona Cardinals, Trey McBride out of 149. A pair of Toll Bears. 2 different pictures, or are they just inverted? A pair of Toll Bears out of 99 and out of 149 going out to them boys. Jeff Guffey will take it. Same box hits there. We had the Channing Tindall for the Miami Dolphins going out to Chris Miller. And Isaiah Spiller for the Chargers. That's going to go out to Zach McCarthy. But we're not done. Here we go. How about this? Desmond Ridder, Atlanta Falcons. Brooks Fit, RPA out of 99. Love the horizontal look of those cards. They look sharp. First things first, two $5 hitless credit. Let's see if we can get some people that went empty-handed, put some money in their pockets. My next step is to try to put this PYT mixer together so that we can open up some more of this black. Also, the new product, Select Draft Picks, will be in it as well. Top 2 win $5 hitless credits. Good luck, y'all. Yeah, Belichick is kind of like on the Scott, to your comment you said about they look lost in translation. We got the Eagles and the Broncos. He kind of has that like Brady, Rodgers vibe. Like, man, is it time for you just to go? Taylor, Baker, and Sean each getting a $5 hitless credit. Now, everyone eligible for the paper football and the fantasy spot. Here we go. You just kind of wonder, like, you know, I know these coaches can coach in, but like into their late ages. But is there a time where it's just like it's time? You know, he just making it look like it was Brady until this year. Now Brady's making it look like it was neither of them. Like I don't know. It's just Father Time will get the best. We have the Arizona Cardinals taking it down. That is going to be Zach McCarthy getting a paper football. Zach, do you have one yet? You don't. Here you go, man. Yeah, Scott, you're probably not wrong. The Texans. That's kind of a funny comparison, man. He's got senioritis. Zach McCarthy getting the Texans. All right. Oh, and we have one more thing to do here. We have to do the second half season FanDuel spot 4. Yep, I got you, Scott. I'm ahead of you, man. I'm already on it. I just have to process. Zach couldn't pay me enough money to help him. Zach doesn't even like me. He gives me shit all the time. But he lives in his multiverse. He got the Texans. Let's be honest. I should be giving him $5 just out of the sympathy of my heart. Buffalo Bills getting the fantasy spot. It's John Steven. I was going to say, if that's Dougie Berger for the next spot, we may as well shut it down. He doesn't either. He's mad because I insult Justin Fields. Like, come on, dude. There's not a lot to compliment there. I'm just messing with him now. Listen, he was a stash for fantasy advice this week. They're like, stash him. He said, wait, it's on Christmas? My gift to you is I won't say a word about it. I won't talk about it. All right. No, seriously, they said Justin Fields, especially in like dynasty leagues and deeper leagues too, stash him. You know, he can get you some points. I think he's all right, man. I'm just messing with you. Calm down. He's got to learn to throw the ball a little bit better. But, hey, he's playing better than some of the quarterbacks we drafted much, much, much higher than him. So there's that. He's got to start winning games. All right, guys, I'm out before Chris and Zach start, like, teaming up against me here. I'm out. We'll be back with a PYT preview soon.